around April. Found out I was pregnant in March of the same year. I was having triplets at the time. I didn't know I was. Of course, I found out way later. Thank you for joining me once again here on my channel. Your comments, your feedback has really been appreciated on the very first video. So today, as I told you, we're going to talk about My Red is Beautiful, which is an organization I founded with a mission to build awareness around fibroids and to just create a holistic approach around it to just help women find coping mechanisms of living with fibroids. I'm going to take you through what we seek to accomplish with the organization. So as you can see before I begin, I'm wearing a t-shirt. My Red is Beautiful. These t-shirts, by the way, if you guys are interested, if you want to buy them, let me know, because buying them would help us to go ahead to help women to build awareness around fibroids by helping women go to see a gyna who can do a pelvic exam on them and to find out if they have fibroids. Just take care of all the whatever we need to do to ensure that a girl gets to know whether they have fibroids or not. If you want to get one, let me know. Comment below. I will let you know how to get one. Before I tell you more about RIB, which is My Red is Beautiful, I like to call it RIB shortened, take you through the journey behind RIB. Yeah, how did it all start? How did the idea come around? So last year, that is 2018, yeah, around August, I had just around April, found out I was pregnant in March of the same year. I was having triplets at the time. I didn't know I was. Of course, I found out way later. So I was super excited, like any woman who was, because if you watched my last video, I was trying to get pregnant. So for me, after my surgery, I was very scared that I would probably never be able to get pregnant. But finding out that I was pregnant was a really big deal. It was a blessing. So I was super excited and I was ready to be a mom and take up the role, and just, you know, bringing new life to the world is just amazing, if I can put it like that. So in April, everything looked fine, and come May, I lost the kids. So I started bleeding. Actually, it was on Mother's Day last year. I started bleeding and was rushed to emergency, and they found out that I was miscarrying. That took a toll on me and actually went into a very dark space. I was very traumatized. I was very frustrated, and I was really questioning really a lot about my life and really asking God why. But you know, if you're a believer and a Christian like me, you know that God cannot be questioned. You know, everything happens for a reason. And number two is that even in our not knowing why things happen, we can always trust that God has the best interest for us at heart. So that ended, and around August, I was just sitting in my house on the couch and just reflecting about everything that had happened in my life and just having a moment with God. I remember an idea just popped into my head, and I kept hearing My Red, and I was just thinking about, you know, when a woman starts her period, yeah, that's at age 12. Your period is not meant to distort you or bring so much pain and anguish to your life, but a period is supposed to mark the beginning of womanhood as a woman, you know. It's this exciting time where you know that you're full woman. You should embrace that moment. But for me, having a period has changed, or rather that time had changed to become a time where I was so distraught. Like every time I saw that my period is there, I'd just be like, oh my God, no, I hated my period. I remember every time I tell my husband I hate my period, I hate how badly it hurts, because anybody who knows that when you have fibroids, you cramp like 10 times. the worse than the way a normal woman would cramp. So I kept telling him, I hate this time of the month. I don't like it. Every time I just hated it. And I remember finding some calmness in the fact that this wasn't supposed to be a time where a woman hurts this much. It should be a time where you crash and crumble. I decided to really concentrate on the fact that my period is a blessing. My period reminds me that I did ovulate, because if you don't ovulate, you can't have a period. Your period reminds you that you are a woman. And that's where my red is beautiful came from. The fact that your red, your bleed, that bleed you receive every month is beautiful. Whether it's heavy, it's not, whether it hurts, it doesn't. At the end of the day, it should be beautiful, because that's how God intended it to be. It was supposed to be something beautiful, something that represents who we are as women. I sat down and decided, you know what? I'm going to start this organization to just empower women and to remind them that their red is beautiful. That whatever they bleed, whatever they're going through, it is beautiful. It can be beautiful. No matter how much right now it doesn't represent beauty, if we go back to it, if we encourage each other, if we support each other, if we build awareness around different infertility issues that we have, if we find solutions to prevention, if we find solutions to whatever we're going through, we can make it beautiful again, So that is the story behind My Red is Beautiful. As I've told you, the mission of My Red is Beautiful is just to build awareness about fibroids and find solutions, and just an organization that will be offering tips and helpful tips rather as to for women. That's just what it is about. So follow me on this journey. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, because next week we'll be getting into the nitty-gritties of what fibroids are. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.